Today's ride along is with Lisa Harpster of Moody Culture Kombucha. Yo, what's up?
How are you?
I got my goodies. Oh yeah, give it up, What do you got for me?
I have kombucha for you.
All right,
you
so
have to pick if you want to like hoppity hop it with the Galaxy or lemon ginger.
Oh, you know what? Lemon ginger is like one of my favorites. All right, before we get to talking about this Moody Culture, I want to talk about the force that is Courtney Paulus.
Is she not amazing?
Yeah, she
that
killed
girl,
it.
Since 7th grade, I was like, she is incredible. If there is anybody that is going to make something of herself, it's Courtney.
So that's when you met, was in 7th grade?
7th grade, yeah, 7th grade. We were
I can't even imagine you two running the streets of State College together.
Oh yeah, Courtney opened my eyes to many things. I was this innocent little thing until Courtney came along.
How, you're about to tell me how you met? Just in homeroom or something?
Yeah, well, I don't even remember which classes we had, but yeah, we were in like it was a team, kind of like a pilot program. And so we had a bunch of classes together, and we did this joint play as part of the team, and that's when the bonding occurred.
Well, are you a Mensa, by the way?
Am I what?
A Mensa.
No,
she's a Mensa?
I do know she is, yeah, because she's.
But you both are at a high level. So you were in her book without telling too much detail because we want people to buy her book.
Correct.
What was the theme of your part of her book called Break Up With Your Rental?
Exactly. My piece was basically to talk about what Courtney was like when she was young, when she was growing up. She would come over and often break things in the house by accident. Like she created kind of major disasters by accident. So yeah, I told some of those.
So you weren't even talking about the home ownership thing and you being like a real estate mogul and renting your place and.
To be honest, it was such an easy conversation. I really don't remember. I think we may have touched on that. I think she may have asked me, like, do you own your home? I said, yes. Did you buy it yourself? Yes, I did. So I think maybe we touched on that. Yeah, but it was a lot also about what Courtney was like as a wee 7th.
And you're like, you run it out on football weekends, and
I do,
which is like a great gig.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's good. It works out really well. I feel really fortunate for that.
That's awesome. All right, so to Moody Culture.
Yes.
Tell me, first of all, the name Moody Culture. You're like the least moody person I know. How did you come up with the name?
Well, we started trying to think about. Each batch can vary a little bit, and then you flavor it with different things, and the SCOBY changes, and it's a real living, evolving process. Plus the fact that sometimes when you brew, you might be having a great day, you might be having a bad day. So yeah.
What was the genesis of it? What made you decide? Well, for people who don't even know what kombucha is.
Yeah. So kombucha is a fermented tea that has a lot of good. It has a lot of probiotics in it to promote gut health, basically. So it's awesome for your digestive tract. There are crazy other claims out there, but that's the main
part of it.
Yeah.
So if someone can integrate it into their diet, that's always a good thing.
Correct. And they're naturally occurring probiotics, unlike some of the the pills, or sometimes in yogurts they'll add probiotics. So these are all just from the natural fermentation process.
So you decide, I think I want to do kombucha. Like I need, people just don't jump into that business.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
What was the impetus? Because you're obviously passionate about it.
Yeah.
Had you been like a fan and said, I can do this better?
Well, that's not exactly how it started. I think I've always been kind of a project person. I like taking projects on and seeing if they work. And so when my friend John said, hey, I'm experimenting with this kombucha, can you taste test? I started taste testing. And then he said, would you be willing to experiment with flavoring? And then I started doing that. And then people really started liking it. And then we said, well, maybe we can do something with this. And so I've really taken on a lot of the marketing and the working with the branding and the logo and things like that. And then John is the brew
He's
guy.
the mad scientist.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I'm like, you're really an enengineer and a mad scientist.
Yeah, he loves tinkering, but he loves.
Gosh, yes.
Yeah, because I'm guessing he started because he was doing beer, home brew, or
he
what?
had only, I think, brewed brewed beer one time, actually. He started because he had gone out to, I think he had gone out to the Super Bowl in California.
Okay.
And he had kombucha, and he really liked it. And then he came back to State College, and he really couldn't find any kombucha that he liked. So he was like, well,
I'm going to make my own.
Exactly. As John Schaefer does. He just, tinkers around and makes his own.
All right. What's up, John? So you guys said, all right, we're going to taste test it. How long was the process from when you started tinkering till you said, all right, we're going to do this business?
Yeah, that's a good question. Probably about, I don't know, maybe 3-4 months. We started kind of tasting around and then experimenting with different flavors. And then as people really liked it, we were like, well, let's try it. So, but it's a great learning process. I think going through the process of starting a company and learning how many different pieces are involved, and the benefit of having two people with two really different skill sets and personalities comes. I mean, it's really useful.
How many vats? How are you what's the infrastructure like?
It's kind of crazy. It's it's a mad space right now. There are 12 fermenters that we have right now, and then we have a brew house which has 3 huge. You'll have to come over and visit.
Where is it?
College Heights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
at John's house,
exactly,
in his basement or something.
Exactly.
See, I thought you
moved out.
I thought
Sharia moved in.
Oh, see, I thought you outgrew it. That's what I was thinking. But
we're on the way. We are currently looking for spaces to expand.
Okay.
Yes,
well, that's good. So you can just go right downstairs and do whatever.
Well, yeah, that's the nice thing is that although I think John gets stuck with it a little more because he can just run downstairs.
Right.
So yeah, but it's pretty crazy. It's impressive. And then John built. He decided he wanted to learn how to weld a bottler. So he bought a welder and he welded a bottler.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Because he wants to do everything.
It's amazing.
He's sort of like Rain Man, I'm thinking. Yeah, because once he digs in, once he sets his mind to something, he's just going to lock in.
Oh yeah,
until he's got it down.
100%.
So what kind of volume are you what was your volume when you started, and what is it now?
When we started, we were working in glass carboys, which were we had many issues of breaking, and they were, I don't know what they were, maybe I'm gonna say 5 gallons. I don't even remember what glass carboy. I don't remember how much they held. Okay. But they were on racks, and now we've grown so much that the scale is, I don't know, we probably started out in 2 locations and now we're in almost 35 now, I believe.
So me asking you what locations that you're in is not, that's a long list. Give me
it is a long list.
Some of the first 5 that you were in.
Home Delivery was the first place that we went on tap.
Okay.
And Rothrock Coffee was the first coffee shop to have us. They've been incredible from the beginning. And then after that, we started to get a couple more coffee shops. So we're in most of the coffee shops in town. Cafe Lamont, Saints, we're in McClanahan's.
Downtown.
Barrel 21, Cafe Verve. Yeah, a bunch of, McClanahan's downtown.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you have both on tap and the bottles.
Correct.
And it's okay. See, this is when it's okay to drink and drive,
exactly.
right?
Exactly right.
So, and I love, you designed this, the labels, and...
So, I basically had the big picture idea. I don't have the time or the incredible talent to do all of the intricate work.
Right.
But what I really like is we've tried to employ as many local people as we can. Mm-hmm. So for our tap handles, we found a local woodworker and a local metalsmith or welder. Welder?
I'm guessing.
I mean, he does cutouts too.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. But yeah. And then we found a high school student who's phenomenally talented to do our sketching for our labels. So that's been awesome. She's incredible.
What was the biggest learning curve other than getting the batches right?
Timing. So I think I didn't realize previously that the amount of steps and time it takes to actually get something to market. So if we have an idea, say now for spring, we probably couldn't get it done in time. By the time we have the, the flavor chosen and then the testing done and then the label made and then the labels printed and then on the bottles, so I would say timing.
So you had, that was like a learn as you go kind of thing.
For sure.
And what's the vision for moving forward? Just more distribution?
Yeah, I think more distribution. We try to, there are some things that make Moody Culture stand apart from the other kombucha company. I mean, number one, a lot of the mass-produced kombucha now has a lot of sugar in it, and they're doing a lot of additives, which is unfortunate.
Right. That's what I was going to ask. What's the difference? What makes you stand out?
Exactly. So there's that. We also don't force carbonate. All of the carbonation is natural carbonation. And because of the process of, and the equipment, the fermenters that we use, and then the bottler that John just whipped up after he learned how to weld, the process is really streamlined, so we're able to have a lot of consistency that isn't that easy if you're doing it kind of the old school way.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you just in Pennsylvania? Are you looking to grow past that?
So we're in Pennsylvania right now. We're in locations on the way to and in Pittsburgh, and then a few on the way to and in Philadelphia.
Nice.
And soon I think we'll have a couple places over state lines, but we're not, our goal is not like, let's take over the world tomorrow.
Well, yeah, because he's a lawyer, you're molding young minds as a teacher, you got real jobs. It's just it's a healthy hobby to have.
Exactly right, yeah, of which we have like 25, right? Like there's always a million things to do and projects to delve into. So yeah, but it's good. It's growing, and I think we're happy with the process and with the speed at which it's grown, and yeah, it's good.
Well, I want to make sure that if people want to either have it in their stores or how to purchase it, tell me websites, social media. What do we got?
So good. So
I try every once in a while.
All the time. So the website is moodyculture.com. The Instagram is Moody Culture Kombucha. Our email is info@moodyculture.com. And I think Facebook is also Moody Culture, I believe.
Oh, you gotta type in it's Moody Culture and it pops up. That's what I usually do.
Exactly right.
And you had a grand opening, right, somewhere?
Yeah, Main Bay and Berry, which is pretty phenomenal. In Lamont, just had their big reopening, which is a phenomenal space. They're bringing in a brewery and a winery downstairs. They're bringing in a soup bar.
Ooh.
A bunch of local Wascobs are doing fresh cuts of meat there.
Their burgers are awesome.
Oh
my God, those burgers are. I discovered them at the Grange Fair, and it changed my life.
Oh, I know. You'll never go there. I know. And then the seafood, it's an awesome spot. So yeah, we have it on tap and in bottles there.
Oh well, first of all, thank you for letting me ride along with you, and then I'm excited about this Moody Culture growth, and it is good. I mean, you guys have been, I've been kind of pimping it out. I'm like one of your.
I love that.
Yeah, you get me out in the streets, and I talk about it all the time. But I just love watching it grow and the process. So thanks for the time, and I'll make sure to put all of the information of how people can reach out to you guys, so you can keep growing and blow up.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
See you.